Evening, guys. So, a few unexpected saws have arrived today, which, not my thing, not for me right now anyway. They are probably a little bit, if we can call this a saw, um, but undoubtedly great parts. So somebody came along and wanted one of my partner S55s and one of my partner R16s. Very similar, in fact, saws, but and a couple of parts as well for another old saw. And was interested in part exchanging two Huskies. Well, one Husky and one part of a Husky. So this one, the label says 266 SE, and so I measured this. Up. Piston looks very clean. 50mm piston, looks in really good condition. The piston, plastic tank, and flywheel undamaged. Both the starter pulls, 2-coil version. So undoubtedly some really useful spares if you're running one of these. Yeah, undoubtedly some really useful spares. And then this saw, which was, so it says 266 SG, but that can't be right because it doesn't have the heated switch and it's blanked, and it has a metal tank. So I'm unsure exactly what model this is, and apparently it has one problem, which is the oiler's not working. So they're I don't think they're not a difficult fix. I don't think if you have the parts. So I think that's where it has a plastic worm gear. But I'm just trying to remind myself about the setup of this against the 61 and the like. I'm pretty sure. Wait for them to go by. Police after somebody. So I think they have the plastic worm gear, which drives the little pump gear, which has a little selector so you can adjust the pump flow. So for whatever reason, she's definitely well, he said she's not oiling, so I thought I'll show you starting and running. And so again, looking at the rear handle, I'm unsure what this model is. So the grips obviously have been removed at some stage. They've got stainless steel screws in either side. So they could be, I guess, they could be the heatable grips, just with no cabling and no switch. So this saw's obviously had a little bit of changing around done to her. It's an aluminium side cover. The exhaust has one odd bolt in it. The Oregon bar is, what size is that? Is that 18? Sorry guys, I'm poorly prepared. That is an 18. So 18-inch Oregon bar. Looks a nice bar. Chain is, end of life practically. And how does she run? Kill switch, throttle lock. So, seems to start okay, and throttle's up okay. Could be undoubtedly leaned out slightly as well, four-stroking a lot at the top end. This chain runs smoothly, although you can hear it's bone dry, and it's, yep, so definitely doesn't appear to be doing any oiling. And I guess the oil pickup would need to be checked as well, because that would be unusual for them to be blocked. But yeah, so oiling system needs to be looked at. And why don't I'll grab a screwdriver, take the top off, because it'd be nice, because it'd be nice for me to see actually. 1 second. There I am, assuming it's complete. I haven't dealt with this gentleman before. This is genuinely the first time I've ever met this gentleman, and it says he has a number of saws, and I've seen some of my videos of my partner saws, and there you go. And so he's gone off with those. Okay, well that's nice to see as well. Alright, well, why don't I grab the camera, do a quick walk around, guys, and then, so both these saws are going to go up for exactly how much they came in for on the part exchange. So this is the Oregon guide bar. Actually, it looks like there's a bit of oil. But anyway, he said it doesn't oil, I do believe him. So chain pretty well end of life. Okay, looks like the correct exhaust. 2 different studs. So round to the front. Metal chain brake handle. The version I really like, in fact, this the all metal chain brake handle and the all metal side cover. Plastic pull start cover. So this is the barrel. Well, it looks like a Mal barrel setup. Looks like it has the correct ignition cap or coil cap. Yep. Correct filler caps. Throttle lock is working. Correct air filter. No brakes on the metal tank, which is nice. No real damage on the side cover either, which is really unusual. And okay, so she's running a, yep, so it's a sprocket. So it uses a rim sprocket, which is nice. This is the underside of the tank, original bolts, nice to see on the handle. And nice bar stud nuts, don't seem to be graunched or damaged. And the chain brake working well. So that's the model which I'm unsure about. Here's the top cover. Again, a tiny bit of burning here. Tiny, a little baby. Oh yeah, a little baby crack here in the back corner, but otherwise very good. And then the crankcase. So I don't know if that's going to focus in on that, but it is a 266 SE. Flywheel looks very good. Both coils and the piston feels smooth and is nice. Might be a great spare. Chain catcher. Plastic tank looks in good condition. Grubby, absolutely grubby, there's no denying it. Okay, so that's the additional crankcase that it's going to come with. Right guys, I don't want this to be too long-winded a video. And obviously I can't show her, I cannot show this saw cutting because it has no oil feed. But let me quickly show her on a restart. Leave the cover off first for throttle lock, kill switch. So seems to tick over nice and steady, and there's definitely no oil, there's no discernible oil coming out, so that would definitely be taken apart and had a look at. And I know from some of my previous 266s and 261s and my not my 262, but my 61s, they're devils for that little worm gear getting damaged. So, but it may need a pump. So, and I'm unsure of the model. So it looks like a genuine. It looks like a genuine Mal cylinder. Almost certainly it is a Mal cylinder. So. But you know, when things have been taken apart, I don't know what model that is now. So I don't know if that's a 266. It's definitely not the SG because it doesn't have the heated grips. Although it may have, behind the flywheel, it might still have the heated grips coils. So, okay, so there she is. She's an unknown model. So somewhere between, I guess it could be a 60, could be a 61, or could be the 66. Yep. I don't know. Lots of those pieces are completely interchangeable. Excellent chain brake, excellent side cover, beautiful all mag alloy tank, nice Oregon bar, chain needs replacing, lovely exhaust, looks nice and clean, obviously a bit rusty but looks solid, no damage to the pull start housing. So hopefully an amazing set of spare parts. Comes straight back down to idle as well, really quickly. So, and whoever buys her, she sells, then I would love to hear what's happening with the oil pump. Just saying that now, and there's a tiny glisten of oil on top of the chain, but it's but it's definitely not oily. Okay, well, not oiling enough, that's for sure. Guys, thanks for watching. Got too long-winded. It's got late. I had so many vintage things I wanted to show people, including an old power machinery Canadian saw, but that's going to have to wait for daylight tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.